After we activate the WhatsApp store, you'll notice that when we navigate to the storefront of section, you will see that a new option has been added to the store pages. So for example, if we navigate here and then open the store, you see that when we access the storefront, a new option will allow customers to choose if they want to shop in the store or if they want to shop using your WhatsApp store. So for example, if we select the WhatsApp store option here, all right, you see that it will navigate us to the WhatsApp page that will allow us to initiate a chat. So once prompted, this message will be submitted that will now allow the customer to access the WhatsApp store features. So let's go back. All right. So when we navigate back here and go to the sales channel section and then select WhatsApp here, all right, you see that the WhatsApp shop dashboard has been activated. So we have various options here. The first option, which is the web app option, allows us to log into the Interact web app. So this will enable us to manage the WhatsApp store settings and also process customers' orders and chat with customers. This option, which is the mobile app, allows us to download the Interact mobile app. So this allows us to connect in real time with customers who may send messages on WhatsApp and also to process orders using the mobile app. So this option allows us to access the help guide for the Interact WhatsApp service. So opening this will give us access to the documentation section to enable us learn more on how to use the Interact various features. So this option will allow you to report an issue if you have any issue using the Interact WhatsApp service. So let's proceed to this option. So we go ahead and select this to open the web app. All right, so this is the login page. So here we'll need to provide the login details that was provided by the Infotide support team. So after the WhatsApp store setup service was completed. So what I'll do next is I'll go ahead and pause the video to enable me log into the Interact web app. All right. All right. Now I'm logged into the Interact dashboard. So currently you can view the team inbox. So this is where you'll be able to access all the messages that you've received from your customers. So you can see that the team inbox allows you to offer a unified communication channel for your team, for your support team. So instead of you having to use the multiple or different WhatsApp accounts to provide WhatsApp support to your customers, you can use the team inbox to do that. So you can add as many of your staff, support staff, to the Interact platform and then give them access to the team inbox. So in real time, whenever your customer sends a WhatsApp message to your WhatsApp business number, the message will appear here and you'll be able to select the customer. So for example, let's say we select this. So when you select it, you can see the message here. And then you'll be able to reply the customer by entering the message here. So currently you can see that the WhatsApp Business Service allows you to reply a customer within a space of 24 hours. So once this 24-hour window has passed, you will only be able to reply this customer using what is known as pre-approved templates. So for example, this message was not replied to, and now we won't be able to reply without sending a pre-approved template. So for us to be able to continue the conversation, we can go ahead to choose a template by clicking this option here. So here I have pre-approved templates I can send to customers. So for this example, we select this option, select the continue conversation template here, and then we can go ahead and choose the value for the variable that will show in the message. And then after we do that, we come here and click on the see preview and send button. All right. So you can see that the template has been added to the message box. So the next thing we do here is we go ahead and click on the send button here. All right. So you can see that the message has been sent. So if the customer replies to this message, it will now open up the message box to now allow you to send any kind of message you want to send to the customer. So let's proceed again. So here we can do the same thing here. We can go ahead and select a template, because we can only send pre-approved templates here as well. So to do that, we come here again, we select the continue discussion template. For the variable, which is this, we are going to insert the customer's name, right? And then we go ahead and click on the see preview and send button. So once we do that, you see that the message has been added here again, and then we can send the message to the customer, right? So if the customer replies this message, you will notice that the message box here will now be activated to enable you send any kind of message you want to the customer. So in addition to sending template messages, you can also assign messages to your team. So currently you can see that in this option here, there's an option for you to choose the team member that will communicate with this customer. So if I want to switch this conversation to another member of the team, we can come here. So for example, we select this team member. So once we do that, this conversation will now be assigned to that team member. So if you have resolved the customer's issue, you can use the close chat button to automatically close the chat window for that customer. And you have the option to also view the customer's details here, and also see the available tags for the customer's account. You can also add what is known as notes for this conversation, and you can view the conversation history and order history if the customer has made any previous orders before. So these are some of the features you can use in the team shared inbox. So additionally, we can also, one more thing we can do in the team inbox is we can send customers products that they can view and place order directly within the chat. So let's say, for example, the customer replies this message. We go ahead and simulate a reply by sending a message to this number. So I'll go ahead and do that now. All right, so you can see that the customer has replied to the message, and we have also replied by providing a customer list of options that the customer can choose. So let's say, for example, we want to send a product to this customer to view and order. Note that, remember that, as I said earlier, that when a customer replies a pre-approved template, which we sent here, it will now open the message box to allow us to send any kind of message. So you can see that the message box is now active here. So let's say we want to send the customer a product. To do this, we come here and choose the option that says catalog message, right? So when we select the catalog message, you see that it will fetch all the products we have. So these are the products available in the WhatsApp shop. So let's say we want to send the customer this product. We come here and tick it, right? And then we can now type a message here. We say check out this product. All right. So after we type the message, we come here and click on the send button here. All right. So you can see that the message has been sent. So the customer will be able to view the product by clicking the button under the message and then proceed to place an order if the customer wants to order the product. So this is an example on how you can send products to your customers using the team inbox. So you can also send quick replies. You can attach files to your message. You can send other templates if you want to send other pre-approved templates to your customer. You can also send emojis if you want to include emojis with your message. So these are some of the options you have when using the shared team inbox. All right, so in the next section, we are going to look at the WhatsApp store features. So the WhatsApp store features allows us to manage customers' orders and reply customers' queries. So for us to access the WhatsApp store feature section, we come to the menu section here in the Interact dashboard, and then we select Commerce. All right. So here you can see that it shows us a list of options here. So the command setting is where we can adjust the products that will be available in the WhatsApp store. So note that this is set up by the Invotide team. So all the products in your store will be imported using Facebook product catalog into your WhatsApp store on Interact. So for example, these are the products that were imported from our online store. So you can see that they are grouped in categories. So once the products are imported, you'll be able to sell them on your WhatsApp account. So this section allows us to view and manage the products that are available. If a customer makes an order, we can view and process the customer's order using the order panel section. So to access the order panel section, we come here and click on the order panel menu here. All right. So here is where we'll be able to track and manage customers' orders. So when a customer places an order in the WhatsApp store, the order will appear here. So let's go ahead and view all orders in the last 30 days. So we come here and filter it. So you can see these are the orders that has been made in the WhatsApp store. So for example, you see that it shows us the order ID, the order details. So this is the products that the customer ordered. So we can update the order status here. We can update the payment status here. We can also manage the fulfillment status for the order. So this is the shipping status. And this section shows us the shipping address that the customer entered when placing the order. So in addition to managing the order statuses, we can also export the order to a CSV file by clicking this button here. So in the next section, we are going to simulate an order, the ordering process. But before we simulate the ordering process, we go ahead and look at the last option here called auto checkout flow. So this section allows us to adjust the ordering process for the WhatsApp store. So if we go ahead and open this, all right. So this will allow us to, if we click on the configure workflow button here, it will show us the ordering process that the customer will have to follow when placing an order. So you can see that we can edit it if we want to edit it, or we can leave it as it is. Note that the input type team will set up this section for you. So you don't really have to do anything here except you want to adjust it. So what we'll do next is I'll go ahead and pause this video to enable me set up the WhatsApp ordering process. So once that is done, we'll now proceed to simulate an order. All right. We are going to now proceed to simulate an order on the WhatsApp store. So currently I've opened the WhatsApp store, as you can see here. So what I'll do next is we go ahead and enter a message here. All right. All right. So you can see that as soon as we enter the message, you can see that the WhatsApp store has replied by presenting us with 3 options. So we can either choose the shop product or the check order status or report an issue with the service. So for this example, we are going to make an order. So we select the first option here. All right. So once we choose that, you can see that the WhatsApp store has provided us with an option to check out the products. So let's go ahead and click the view collections button. So you notice that it has presented us with the product categories. So currently there are only 2 categories available here. So for this example, we choose the test category option and then we submit it. All right. So you can see that the we are now presented with an option to view the test category products. So to do that, we select the view items button here. So you can see that this is the products that we have under the test category. So here we can proceed to either open the product. So you can see the product, the price, the description, and we can go ahead and add it to cart by clicking the add to cart button here.
So we can also increase the quantity. So let's say if we are buying 2, we select 2 here. So we go back here. We can also add other products here by clicking the plus button here. And then we can increase the quantity as well by clicking the plus button again. So once we have selected the products that we want to order and we have added the products to cart, we can go ahead and view the cart by clicking the view cart button. So tapping the view cart button, you can see that it will show us the list of products that we've added to the shopping cart. So if we're okay with the list here, we can now go ahead and tap the place order button here. All right. So once we do that, you can see that the cart has been submitted. So after the cart has been submitted, we are going to receive a message. So this is to show that the WhatsApp store has saved the shopping cart. And you can see that the total amount for the order has been presented here. So note that we'll need to copy this amount because we'll use it to make payment once we confirm the order. So for us to proceed, we go ahead and select yes. All right. So once we select yes, it's shown to confirm the shipping address. So this account I've used to make order before. That is why you can see that my shipping address has been saved here. So the next thing I do, if I want to use the shipping address, is I select yes. But if I want to use another shipping address, I can go ahead and select no to enable me add another shipping address. So, but for this example, we select yes. All right. So you see that once we do that, the shipping address has been confirmed. So in the next step here, we are presented with an option to proceed to make a bank transfer payment. So currently the WhatsApp store is set to allow the customer to make bank transfer payments. We can also set it up to process online payments as well. So, but for this example, we go ahead and select yes. All right. So you see that in the next step here, the order has now been placed, and you notice that the order ID has been generated for the order. So we have also been presented with the shipping method. So currently you can see the shipping methods we have here. So clicking on the see all options. So we can go ahead and choose any of the shipping method. So for this example, I'll choose the outside Lagos option. All right. So next, after we select the shipping method, you can see that we are now presented with the bank details to enable us make the bank transfer payment. And also we have been presented with an option here to add the order total and the shipping fee, which should be the total amount that we'll pay when making the bank transfer payment. So to get the order total amount that was provided earlier, we can scroll up here and then we copy this amount, 16,040. And then we come back here and add it to 5,000, which is the shipping fee. So once we have made the bank transfer payment, if it is successful, we select the payment successful option. If it's unsuccessful, we select the second option. So let's say the payment was successful. We go ahead and choose this option. All right. All right. So now we have completed the ordering process. So you can see that we've been presented with a message that says that the payment will be confirmed, and we should also wait for an update from a representative once the payment has been confirmed. So we are presented with an option to place another order, or we can report an issue or make an inquiry using the second option. So this is an example on how you can place an order. So your customers will be able to access your WhatsApp store and then place an order by following this process. So if we are now ready to place another order, we can just come here and select the place new order option. All right. So once we do that, we are now presented again with the product list. So we can go ahead and go through the process again, just as we did here, to complete the new order. If we want to make an inquiry or report an issue, we can select the second option here. All right. So this will now allow us to contact the support team by stating details of the issue here. So once we do this, one of the staff members will be able to chat with you to resolve the issue. So in this video, I've showed you how to make an order on the WhatsApp store, and also how your customers will be able to report and make inquiries about their order. Thank you for watching.
Now that we have explored the ordering process and made a test order, and we have been able to add it to the order panel section, as you can see here. So the next thing we have to do is we'll have to look at how to manage the order. So for this order, we just made this order today, and this one too, we made it today. So the next thing we have to do here is we can proceed to update the order status here. So currently it's set as confirmed, or let's say the customer has made payments. We can come here, we change this from COD confirmed to paid. All right. So after we've updated the order status here, we can come back and message the customer by clicking the button here. So let's say we want to update this customer confirming this order status update. We come here, we click on the button, the message button here. All right. So this will open the shared inbox page. All right. And we are currently viewing the customer's chat panel here. So the next thing we do is we go ahead and send the order status template to the customer. So to do that, we come here and select the templates button here. So here you see that we have added a messaging template called order status. So we select this. So here you see we have various variables that we can add to the message. So for the first one, we will assign the customer's name. For the second one, we are going to assign the customer's order ID. If we have that here, you can go ahead and select this. So here we'll now add the order ID. So this is just an example. All right. So for the third variable, we can go ahead and add the text here. We say payment confirmed. All right. So once we've added all the values for the variables, we go ahead and click on the see preview and send button here. So you see that the message has been added to the message box. So the next thing we do is we click on the send button. All right. So you see that the order status update message has been sent to the customer. So this is an example on how you can update the customer regarding the current status of their order. So let's go back. All right. We can also, in the other panel section, we can update the shipping status. So if we have, let's say if we've delivered the items that has been shipped, we can come here and change the status to shipped. All right. So if the shipping company has delivered the item, we can come back here and update the fulfillment status to delivered. All right. So once we make any of these status updates, remember we can always click on this button to allow us to come to the shared inbox page and then send the customer order status update message here. So these are just basically how you can manage customers' order on the WhatsApp store. The next thing we have to look at after looking at the store section is we have to look at the WhatsApp marketing features. So the Interact platform allows us to send WhatsApp marketing campaigns to customers. So if we want to do this, we navigate to the menu section here. So here we select the notifications option here. All right. So the notification section is where we can create marketing campaigns that we can send to customer. So we have the option to create two types of campaigns. The first one is one-time campaign, and then the second one is ongoing campaigns. So let's say we want to send a one-time promo campaign to the customer. We can come here, we select the one-time option here. In the next section here, we have the option to add a new campaign by clicking the new campaign button. Go ahead and click it. So once we click that, you can see that we're presented with a window to allow us to either create the campaign from scratch or we choose from available sample here. So this is just a sample of the kind of messages we can send. So if we want to send this sample, we can go ahead and select it and click on the use sample button. All right. So clicking on the use sample button will now take us to the campaign creation page. So you see that the template has been added. This is the title. So the next section here, we choose the audience. So this is where we'll now select the notification type, right? Is it one time or ongoing? We can also filter the audience we want to send the message to. So let's say we want to send it to all the users. We select this option here. All right. So once we add all the filters, we can also choose the customers that we want to send the message to. So if we don't want to send it to all the customers, we can just select the customers we want the message to be sent to here. So in the next section here, after we have set up this section, we go ahead and set the message. So this is where we can now adjust the message that will be sent. So we've already selected the template. So we'll go ahead and choose this option as the value for the variable. So after we've done that, we have already added, we can add additional templates if we want to change these templates, but we won't change it. So in the next section here, it allows us to set the next step that will be triggered after the customer replies the message. So we have the option to either opt the customer out, to send the product to the customer, to send the interactive list message, to send a custom reply, or to send a workflow. So, but for this example, we'll leave it as it is. We proceed. So in this section, we have the option to schedule when the message will be sent. We can send it immediately, or we can set a specific time and date. So for this example, we select immediately. So here is where we'll now proceed to activate the message. So take note that the WhatsApp service charges a specific amount for marketing conversations. So if the number of users we add will determine the estimated cost of the message. So we can see the amount that will be charged. So once you have done all the necessary adjustments, you can now proceed here and click on the set live button here. So you see that the message has been sent. So it has been scheduled to be sent here. So this is an example on how you can, create WhatsApp marketing messages. All right. So let's proceed. So in addition to sending messages, we have the option to set up message templates. So you can see that in the WhatsApp template section, there are different pre-defined templates that we can use for our marketing effort. So for example, let's say we want to send a giveaway message. We can open this template. So this is a sample template we can use. So we can go ahead and click on the use this template button. So once we click on that, it will allow us to create the template for our account. So we make any adjustments we want to make to the message here. If we don't want to make any adjustment, we can leave it as it is. And then after we are okay with the content of the template, the next thing we do is we click on this submit button to submit it so that Facebook can approve the template. So we go ahead and click on the submit button here. All right. All right. So you can see that it will take about 24 hours to review and approve the template. All right. So you see it here. So you can always come back to this page to see the status of your active templates. So these are just examples on how you can use the WhatsApp marketing features on the Interact dashboard. So the next option we have to look at after looking at the WhatsApp marketing is the WhatsApp automation section. So you can automate message replies and automate your product listing by setting up the automation features in the Interact dashboard. So for us to do this, we navigate to the menu section here and select automation. So in the automation section, we have sub menu here. The first menu, which is the inbox section, allows us to set up the welcome message, delayed response message, and out of office message. that will be sent to customers. The custom auto reply section. This is where we set up the auto reply messages that we can allocate to the WhatsApp message templates. So these are replies that customers can choose when replying to your messages on WhatsApp. So the third section here called workflows allows us to create custom workflows that we can allocate to customers' messages, or we can send as messages to customers on WhatsApp. The last option here allows us to set up the auto assignment feature. So this is a premium feature which allows you to assign messages to customers based on specific parameters. So, but we won't look at this. So for this example, we are only going to look at these 3 sections. So let's go back to the inbox settings section. So here you see that we have enabled the welcome message and the delayed response message. So for us to adjust these messages, we can go ahead and select it, right? So selecting it, we can click on this edit button here. So here you can see this is the template that we've set that will be sent to the customer. And we have also included the interact message list. So this message list was set up earlier in the custom auto reply section. So we are coming to that later. So you can adjust the content here and also add additional variables if you want to. So currently we have just one variable which will assign the customer's name to the message. So we can also change this if we don't want to add any attachments to this message. So once you have made the adjustments, you click on the save button here. For the out of office message is currently disabled. This is useful if you want to send a custom message to your customers when your office is not, when you are not available. So you can come here and edit your office hours. So once the customer tries to send you a message outside these hours, the message we set up here will be sent to the customer. So currently this is disabled, but you can enable it. So let's close this. For the delayed response message, this is the message that will be sent to the customer when when nobody responds to the customer's message for a specific duration. So note that this section will be set up by the Invotide support team, so you don't have to set this section, but you can always come back and adjust it. So let's go to the custom auto reply. So here, this section too is set up by the Invotide support. So you can make the adjustments you want to make to any of these, or you can add new custom replies by clicking the add button. So custom replies are assigned to message templates that customers can choose. So in this example, I'm going to show an example on how to do that. So let's say, for example, we want to assign this custom reply to a template. To do this, we note the custom reply name. It's called make inquiry, right? The next thing we do is we navigate to the template section here. In the template section, we select the active templates option here. So here we can edit any of the templates or we create new one. So, but let's say we want to edit this. Click on the edit button here. All right. So in the edit page, here under the button section, you see that there's an option that says add quick reply. So what we can do here, if we want to add the make inquiry custom reply, we come here and tick this box here, and then we enter the name. We say make inquiry here. All right. So once the customer selects this button, customer taps on this button, the custom reply that we had set up under the automation section here. So this message that we've set up here, this message will be sent automatically to the customer once the customer submits the make inquiry reply as the reply to the message. So that is an example on how you can use the auto reply feature. So remember that there are different kinds of responses. Currently, we have set this to use custom message response type. We can set it so that because the customer will receive the product list with a message once the customer chooses the make inquiry option. We can also assign a workflow, a custom workflow to this auto reply if we want to do that, but we first need to ensure that we have created the workflow before we can assign it here. So this is an example on how you can use the custom auto reply feature. So let's proceed. In the workflow automation section here, we can create custom workflows that we can send as messages to the customer. So when a customer receives the custom workflow message, the customer will get a series of prompts. So this is the first response that the customer will get once for example, if we are going to send this workflow to the customer. So the customer will get this response, and based on the customer's replies, customer will go through this workflow, right? So you can create new workflow by clicking the create new button here. So here we can proceed to add a response type, or we add a custom response. So we say this is a test. So this is a test response. All right. So once we enter the text, we can add either button and then add a quick reply. So let's say we add this as make inquiry. So note that this will trigger the auto reply once the customer chooses this. So once we add all the necessary information here, we can also add variable. So let's say we want to add the customer's name, say hi. All right. Sorry, we say hi. Hi, add the variable there. We say this is a test message, right? So, and then we now proceed and add the button there. Say make inquiry, right? So you see that here we can now assign the value that will show for this variable. So we've chosen the customer's name, and then the fallback value we say dear. So this is just an example on how you can create a response for your workflow. So once you have added the response, the customer will have to select the option here. So once the customer selects the option, then whatever we enter as the custom reply will be what will be triggered. Or we can always assign another response to the workflow if we want to do that. So this is just an example on how you can create workflows in the Interact dashboard. So in this video, I've shown you how to use the Interact dashboard using any of the features here. Number one, we looked at the shared inbox. We looked at the commerce section. We looked at the notification section. And then we looked at the automation section. All right. So let's go back to the store admin dashboard here. So remember that we can download the Interact mobile app if we want to chat with customers on the go using this option here. We can view the documentation section. So if we select this will open the documentation section to allow us to learn more on how to use the Interact dashboard. And then lastly, you can submit a ticket if you want to report an issue with the service. So in this video, I've shown you how to manage your WhatsApp shop and how to set up the various features using the Interact dashboard. Thank you for watching.